Well, wouldn't you know it, raining again. Although I think after today, we're not really supposed to get much more rain for the next couple of weeks, I don't think. But this evening, I'm gonna get this ready to go up to the cab. I need to get the oil changed, check the air filter, just look it over real good. Honda EU3000is generator. This thing is awesome. And what I mean by that is I've never had a problem with it. I had it for several years now. Runs everything we need it to run up at the cabin, runs the furnace in the house. If the electricity goes off in the winter time, plus lights, TV, and it never complains. Need to start that up. I'll show you how quiet that thing is. Let the oil get warmed up a little bit. We're gonna drain it out of there. And we'll try out the new light from my last video, see how it works shooting videos. But need to get this fired up and get the oil warmed up. I haven't started this thing in a couple of months at least, I don't think. So let's see, turn the fuel on. We'll give her some choke and see if she'll fire up. I'm gonna turn the eco mode on. Heck yeah. And as you can see, we're right next to it. This is pretty much how it runs the whole time we're up at the cabin, just purring away like that. If it does get under a load, when the eco mode is on, it will automatically kick up as far as it needs to go. Every once in a while when the air conditioner kicks on up there, you can hear it blip up just a little bit, and then it kind of settles back down. But this right here is pretty much how it runs the whole time we're up there. Pretty much 24/7 and never complains. When it's running full time like this, I do need to fill it with fuel pretty much every morning. And I don't really remember how much it takes. I don't believe it takes a full 5 gallons. But I'm gonna let that warm up and we'll get the oil changed. Maybe I should get this fan plugged in, get some of the exhaust sucked out of here. Got the door open. I don't think there'd be any problem, but wouldn't hurt anything. Well, she's been running, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes now or so. I'm ready to shut that off, but I'm not sure which is louder, the generator or this fan going over here. We'll just shut this fan off. Now if I remember right, this thing holds almost a quart, so I'm just going to dump it into this ice cream bucket here. Also, I got it on this little dolly, and I have a board under that side of it just to tip it up this way a little bit, help the oil drain out. And it really couldn't be much easier to drain the oil out of this. Just gotta pull this cover, just pull it completely off. Plug is a 10mm, and I probably got it on there pretty tight. Not too bad. We'll just unscrew that. And let the oil drain out. I think I'll pull the dipstick out too, just to might help it drain out of there a little bit. So I'm just going to let that sit there for a while, drain it completely out, then we'll fill it full of oil. There is no filter on these. Just like a small engine go-kart or something. There's no oil filter. You just drain it out and then you fill it back up. Well, now look at this. Sun's out and it's getting rather warm. probably just gonna fire up more storms. It's kind of weird. They're coming from the southeast. Unusual direction. Anyway, the oil has been draining out now for, I don't know, quite a while. It's done. I'm gonna put the drain plug back in. Maybe. There we go. And we'll get this sucker filled back full of oil. And I don't know what happened to all my funnels. This is about the only one I could find that would fit in there. I think Jesse got a hold of this. I cleaned it all up. It's clean on the inside, even though it looks a little dirty right up there. None of that's coming off. So this is what I'm going to use. Well, we're going to give this a try. I think it might work. Slowly. And you just fill it up until you can't fill it up anymore. I think we got it full here. I'm going to pull this out. It's probably going to make a mess. Yep, I got her full. Actually, I've been told that you might want to lift these up on the front just a little bit, but I've never had a problem. Actually, it might be lifted up just a little bit on the front. So I'm going to let that settle itself out and put the dipstick back in, and then we're done. Okay, I think it's done running out of there. We'll put the dipstick back in, and the oil change is done. If I can get it to thread in there. Doing this left-handed, maybe that's part of the problem. There we go. Gonna finish letting that just drip out of there, wipe it down, put the cover back on, and that's it. We'll just go take this out here, dump it in there, and put this bucket over here, let it drain out. And on to the next thing. So really now the only other thing left to do on this is open this door, check the air filter, which I suspect is good to go. And that's about it. So we'll open this up. And then the air filter cover is in here, just held on with 4 of these little clips. There's 2 down on the bottom. Pull this off. There's actually a little filter element right there which looks perfectly clean, and I'm not even going to take it out. That filter looks good. I think I replaced that, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. This generator doesn't get used all that much except up at the cabin. I have used it a couple times when the power went out, but not for very long. So we'll just replace this right where it came off of. Close the door back up. And I think she's ready to go to the cabin. I'm going to fire it up another time here just to make sure that everything's good to go. Certainly sounds like it is. Really not much else to do. Got the air filter, looks good. oil's changed, ready to go. And I don't know what this weather's gonna do. It clouded back up. I figured that the sun coming out was gonna fire up some more storms. We're actually in a tornado watch here for the next several hours, so we'll see what happens. I do want to say, if you're a regular to the channel, send in a license plate for the license plate wall. Got one down there, and we started going over here. Also have a couple over here. Or if you have any kind of banners, I kind of need a new Ford banner. This one's falling apart. Or heck, anything else that you want to send into the Fox shop, links down below. Also, if you're interested in a channel sticker, t-shirts, hoodies, any of that kind of stuff, that link's down in the description as well. And we are going to get going back on the '93 Bronco, fixing it all up. Darn tire's going flat again. But she's going to get all fixed up and looking pretty here real soon. Also, OBS Serve Garage, or your name used to be Bamagrad, you're asking about how much of the rear end of this thing I would really need, since you probably have some good Broncos down there in the salvage yard you could cut parts out of. Really, all I need is this rear sill piece. Actually, the rear sill, these pieces wouldn't be bad to have as well. That one's kind of beat up over there a little bit. The floor I can repair, but this hi Jesse. But the rear sill, this one's pretty solid in the middle, but out here on the ends it's all torn up, and that's really the piece that I need, and it just goes to here, which you were asking how far, how dimension wise, how far in it needed to go, and not very far. Maybe well, from the very outside edge here, well, my tape measure just let go, but 5 or 6 inches, I suppose. But there's a seam right here. This rear sill piece is what I really need. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fab something up myself and make this work and connect to all the outside pieces and so forth. As far as the body mounts go, which actually these here in the back don't look too bad really, which I don't know if you can see up in there or not. But they attach right through this rear sill. So, I mean, that's the part that I really need. I mean, if you're willing to go cut one out at a salvage yard for me, that would be one of the most awesome things ever, if you want to cut that out and send it to me. And it doesn't really look like it'd be too terribly hard. It's right here in the back. Unbolt the body mounts and just cut it all along there. Get this part out. That part and these side parts is what I really need. The side parts that connect onto here. I mean, it's rotted out down here. I could fix this part relatively easy. This side really isn't too bad. Kind of bent up down there, but I think that could be probably fixed. This side over here is a little worse. So I don't know. I mean, if you're willing to do that, that would be freaking amazing. So with that being said, yeah, the next videos I put out may be not on the generator, but they may be coming from up at the cabin, as we're going to be going up there shortly. And I do plan on doing some recording while I'm up there. And then when I get back home, we're going to start going to town on this Bronco. So with that being said, get your channel sticker, your t-shirts, that kind of thing, especially if you have like a car show or something coming up. Slap that sucker on there. The publicity would certainly be well appreciated. I know I've had some people that have ordered channel stickers and they say they want to get it by a certain time because they have a car show coming up that they're taking their truck to or whatever, and they want to display the sticker. And like I just said a minute ago, link for all that stuff's down below. And I think Jessie Dog, I think she's tired of all the rain we've been getting. Right, Jess? Stand strong. So with all that being said, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.